How are you? Are you good to go, Brent? It's pretty casual. I don't know whether Hodge told you.
Yeah. Do I need to take my pants off?
Absolutely.
Wait, you wore pants?
Episode 17 of the 8-Bits podcast recorded the 11th of April, 2014. Sponsored by MC J-Rock, who says, "Hello from the tiny Aussie guy who likes the show about little ponies. For my pony-related things, go to ustream.tv/channel/Australia-on-air-live and ask for Podcasting is Magic." We'll put that up in the show a bit later on so that you can... That link,
screenshot it.
That link is... Yeah, screenshot that link. Vlash, who says, "As promised, here is the first half of the double donation." Because he missed it last week.
Oh, that's right. We did the secret podcast.
Secret podcast. And Vlash, who says, "Here is the second half of the double donation to make up for missing last episode." What a good guy. And Vlash, who says, "But wait, what's this? A surprise third donation for the third episode? Next time, give me enough warning for the podcast to donate, you massive horse egg in a hole." Thanks, Vlash. You make that day. Hello and welcome to the 8-Bits podcast. I'm Maz. I'm here with Brent and Bruce.
Hello.
And we have a special guest all the way from Huntsville, Alabama.
Also my nipples.
It's Brent Copeland.
Howdy, y'all.
How are you doing,
I don't really
sir?
talk like that. I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
We've been better.
That's awesome.
Hi.
Let's see if we can change that around.
Brent Copeland, you are from the Dead Workers Party, and you do all the things on the YouTubes. Tell us about it as you...
He can't, he's focused on moonshine
on
cherries.
his moonshine cherries.
Yeah, sorry, I'll put those down for a second. Yeah. We do, game videos and music videos and videos about games. Did I mention games? Podcasts about games. So, games. Things to do with games.
You guys are a part of the
like
Yogscast as well.
Yes.
So that's a thing that I can say and put in the tags now, so that's good.
That's what we thought, too. So
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us on the show. It's going to be a pretty good one. I can sense it in my bones.
You can feel it in your waters.
In my waters.
Whatever the fuck that means.
In your humours. Oh, my humours.
For those of you in the chat room, thanks for joining us as well. You can also go to 8bitspodcast.com to check out our older episodes, and there's also video supplements and stuff on there as well if you are only listening to us on the iTunes while you're doing your workouts or your commute. That's what people do with podcasts. Yeah.
working on the glutes
The glutes.
and the hammies.
And my hair. God damn it, I wanna-
And a lot of times just taking big long poops. I found people like to listen to podcasts.
Just take a big poo. Big 40-minute poo.
Turn your podcast on. Go take your crap. Don't come out till you're done with your podcast.
Sometimes it's nice
Yeah,
just to sit
wipe
there.
bang
hell
on the door.
afterwards.
Yeah, wipe afterwards. Don't let it just sit there until your podcast is done.
Oh. Dry dags.
Like dry out.
Sorry, I bring everything down, apparently.
Down or...
Or up.
I don't think Brent's seen the other podcasts.
No. You're not familiar with our work. Let's go to the news. Yes, this is the news segment. Welcome to it. I'll go first. Brent, you might be across this, but Maker Studios, a massive multi-channel network on the YouTubes, responsible for people like PewDiePie and I think even the Yogscast fall under Maker as well, don't they?
And Polaris.
And Polaris?
Yeah.
Disney has bought y'all for $500 million.
finally.
55,000 YouTube channels now all belong to Disney, so they can freely pimp their shit all over your thing. So does that mean, Brent, you'll only be playing Disney Infinity from now on? Is that the rules?
Kinda. We didn't want to mention that yet, but thanks for spilling the beans. And sometimes I gotta talk like Mickey, just out of the blue. But it's just all part of,
When can we get
the stuff.
the Brent Copeland Disney Infinity action figure?
Come on,
I
it's
think
gonna be in Kingdom Hearts
around
3.
November. It's gonna be ready for Christmas.
Be in stores in November.
Yeah, you heard it here first. But yeah, it was kind of interesting that like everybody on the network kind of heard about it at the same time. Everybody not on the network heard about it, and it was like, oh, that's great. We're Imagineers now.
Yep. So
Cool.
I guess you guys don't really get a say in that. That'll be who's in charge of Maker. It would be like, what's her face and
Someone with,
Yeah.
with a truckload of money now.
yeah.
It's all
I
Walt now.
think John and Bill, they're kind of the ones in charge of those negotiations.
They'll be like, yeah, I'll take
just
$500
let's
million.
the other
Well,
day.
you haven't. Whatever. That's pretty
Yeah.
crazy. Do you think it'll affect you in any way at all? Or do you think it's just now they've got 55,000 channels that they can put their ads on?
Yeah, I don't think we're anywhere near big enough for it to affect us. It may affect some of the higher up channels, but from what we hear, it's just kind of business as usual. And we're kind of in a weird thing because we're not directly under Makers or Polaris or whatever their name is now, Disney/Polaris. We're actually under Yogscast, who are under them. So it's like if they come and tell us one day, hey, y'all got to wear the Mickey hats and push this stuff, I guess that's what goes down, or we stop doing videos. But yeah, that hasn't happened yet.
So do you think PewDiePie's going to be able to still make rape jokes? Because
I said well,
those are the bricks his kingdom is built on.
yeah.
Total Biscuit's actually under Makers too, and we saw him at the Game Vid Expo, and he had mentioned that he had made some joke about Jews or something, and his I don't know, handler or somebody was like, no, you can't be doing that anymore.
I thought Walt Disney hated you.
Mickey's going to come and spank you now.
When I was with, I am still with Machinima, but when I was doing stuff for their channel, the one rule I got told is you can say anything you like, just don't say rape again.
And it was after that one video that we did.
Yeah, and it wasn't even me who said rape.
It was me,
so,
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, shockers.
Surprise there.
So there you go, kids. No rape jokes. They're not funny.
Unless
they're hilarious. But anyway. Yep.
Only if it's nuns.
Nuns doing the raping, or anyway?
Yes. Now that's funny.
Anyway, the Club Nintendo. I do the Nintendo news, in case you haven't realized. Club Nintendo has released the Super Mario 3D World soundtrack, which sounds like no fun for anyone, but it is. It's totally fun. I got it. It's 3,000 or 2,000 star points, depending on which place you're at. It's 2,000 for Australia, which is pretty good. And it's 2 CDs, 77 tracks, and all the songs are performed by the Super Mario World Big Band Orchestra, which is fucking exciting.
That doesn't seem too bad.
And it sounds great. So download it for free on torrents and save your star points like I did. But if you want the discs, they're really well designed and stuff, so that's a thing.
Not that we condone piracy.
Do you have any news, Bruce?
Not really brand new news, but as we all know, GameSpy's shutting down May 31st.
Okay.
So that's going to have an impact on on a bunch of games. There's a list in the show notes. A lot of your older Battlefields, things like that. I mean, I looked at the list and kind of went, no, this doesn't really affect me or anyone I know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of older games, so it's only going to affect those that are keen to play it. So Fred might not be able to play Battlefield 2 anymore.
Oh.
But we'll
It's
see
going to
what
be
happens.
like 20 Team Fortress 2 or Team Fortress 1 players kind of upset.
Yeah. But we all know gamers. Someone will find a way somewhere to stand the game up. So those 20 people can still continue to play.
Yeah, it'll be on GOG.
I mean, if someone can suss out how to get that Resident Evil online game going again, then they pretty much just can do anything.
Exactly. I mean, they're re-releasing Carmageddon, so...
Oh, wow.
If they're re-releasing that, someone will work it out.
Brent, you got some news here.
Yeah, well, you know, there's a dock with a place to put stuff, and so I just figured, you know, we were talking about this on the show, actually. It's a Minecraft thing, so of course it's Minecraft related, but we were talking about Minecraft has sold more copies than a lot of games, and I was just looking through there, and on the PC itself, it's actually sold more copies than World of Warcraft, which I thought was pretty cool, by about 8.8 million. But also, like, overall sales, it's third place all-time sales with 48.8 million. It's only topped by Tetris and Wii Sports. But kind of those were bundled, you know, with stuff. So they got free sales.
The systems, so they don't really count.
So I kind of look at Minecraft already in just a couple years kind of beating out everyone. But we'll see when it hits the Xbox One and PlayStation.
Just on Minecraft, Brent, do you think it'll ever not be a thing? Like, do you think it'll ever just fizzle out and be, you know, a thing of the past?
I think it's almost like a video game of chess. It's like chess will always be here, right? Even though you may not play it all the time. I think Minecraft is going to be like that just pretty much forever, and it's just so easy to play with, like, your kids or with your parents. And that'll just be kind of handed down and passed along. Yeah. It's just going to be on everything, and it'll just be kind of a staple game.
And I suppose with the new update that makes the textures, like the 3D textures and that kind of thing, are you aware of this?
No. Is that so they can work with the Oculus Rift? Nope. But maybe with Sony's VR or something.
No, it's not like 3D, but like the skins now, you've got the 2 layers. The texture packs will now have the 2 layers as well, so you can create depth in stuff, and I think the graphics will slowly just keep getting better, and yeah, I think you're right. It is pretty much chess. It's chess, isn't it? It's Minesweeper. It's not Minesweeper.
Yeah.
Not Minesweeper.
Oh, yeah, that's right, you're on Mac. They don't have chess yet. The Minesweeper.
Not yet. Fingers crossed for a 2017 release of Battle Chess. That'd be great. Smash Brothers. Nintendo just released a Nintendo Direct, all about Smash Brothers. If anybody cares.
It's all about the Pokemon in Smash Brothers.
Pokemon! Yeah, exactly. The Charizard, Lucario, Greninja, they're all playable.
So it's no longer Smash Brothers, it's Pokemon Smash.
They're really shoehorning in a lot of Pokemon. There's like 16 other Pokemon that come out of balls.
Why don't they put that effort into Pokemon Snap?
Why don't they?
Why don't they make me happy and put Bayo in there?
I don't even know who that is.
Bayonetta.
Oh, yes.
Beowulf?
No shit, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. Anyway, some other stuff they announced is there's a run mode, which is actually pretty interesting. Up to 4 people they jump into a huge dungeon-type map, beat the shit out of, like, enemies and collect power-ups. So there'll be like defense, health, attack, power, special, all these kind of things. At the end of 5 minutes, all of your little power-ups you've collected get added up, and that's your stats for a death match against the other 3 players. That's an interesting kind of thing.
Different spin.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. There will be no online ranking, so you won't be able to be number 1 in the world, but you will get a global smash power, which will help to show you how many people you're better than. So rather than...
So there is a ranking.
There is, but it's instead of being you're number 1 or number 4 million, you can say that you're better than 500,000 cunts, or better than 10 people, or depending on your global rank. So it's... Yeah, depending on how many people. But say if like 4,000 people play, it'll be more than that. But to be number 1, you have to be better than all 4,000. But you don't know that there's only 4,000 playing. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
So they're going to have like tournaments and stuff where they bring in like, you know, the best Australian
Like the
team
top
and the
10 or
best
something.
U.S. team, and they go at it in like a big arena, and everybody's watching them.
Well, I don't know what Smash is, if Smash is on the docket for Evo, but I heard that it might be.
Oh, there you go. Code of conduct to help keep the place nice. The Nintendo Network ID will always be shown against players, so there's no like anonymous playing and being hacks. So you can report people. And the following is managed: people who start a match and don't play, people who relentlessly target an individual, people who repeatedly self-destruct, whatever that means. People
Voltorbs, mate.
No,
Voltorbs.
Jumping off the edge.
Yeah.
People who drop out a lot, or cheat, or falsely report others. All of that stuff will be heavily managed to keep people safe, and there will be bans, like lifetime bans, or timed bans, depending on
Your offence.
Wow.
So the Nintendo police will come for you.
That's right. So no drawing dicks in the Miiverse for Smash Brothers, because
Yeah.
you get yourself banned again.
Again. You know who you are.
Mate, I drew Yoshi pooping out an egg. That's what he does. And that got flagged by Nintendo. And I went, but that's what he does. Because he can push a button to say, I can test this. I'm like, but that's what he does. And they're like, no, it's sexually explicit. I'm like, it's an egg coming out of Yoshi's anus.
Only if you get turned on by Yoshi and eggs coming out of his anus.
It's kind of what he does.
Keep those people away from
like
chickens.
a Benoit egg.
Is Yoshi a girl?
Yoshi?
Yeah.
Oh, it's sexually ambiguous, I think. It's just
Asexual.
yeah.
Asexual thing. That's why you got banned. You should stay away from chickens.
Okay.
Well, those people that banned you should stay away from chickens. They might get too aroused.
Oh, yeah. I will say, in their defense, the anus was pretty graphic.
And the egg looked like a dildo.
And the egg might have actually been a penis. What's actually pretty impressive is the 3DS they've promised will run at 60 frames per second all the time.
Who wants to play Smash on a 3DS?
Yeah, that is a good point.
Me on the
but
train.
I'm gonna assume a lot of people do. I mean, there's the Pokemon world of people. There's people out there.
Could be like podcasts on the toilet.
Smash to me feels like Mario Kart. You don't want
It's a couch.
It's a couch
game.
Couch
Yeah,
game.
definitely.
Yeah.
But I don't have a couch in the toilet, so...
Well, fucking get one.
But they promised that all the fighters will run at 60 frames non-stop, and some of the assist trophies in Pokemon will move at 30. But still, that's pretty impressive for a handheld, apparently.
And if it doesn't, they're going to ban people for hacking.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool.
That's right.
So do y'all like playing on the 3DS?
Sorry, what?
Do y'all like playing on the 3DS? Like any games?
I play Pokemon, and like the last Mario Kart was fucking great on it. The Zelda, we'll talk about that later. You've been playing some Zelda. Yeah, I really like it. I want to get a bigger one because my sister has one, and it's just a delight to play. It doesn't cramp the hands as much as the regular sized one does. And Dan's got a 2DS, and he loves that. If you don't care about the 3D, which I don't really, I think 3D is it's mind-numbingly nausea-inducing sometimes.
Well, and I guess that's what I was asking about, because I've only seen one before, and someone showed me it like, hey, look at this game, and I was like, it kind of looks like ass. I don't really want to play this on that. I'd rather be playing it on the 2DS.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
I would definitely be recommending the 2DS over the 3DS to anyone who wants to play it, because the 3D, it's not worth that extra $100, and the amount of games that it actually looks great in is
not enough yet to warrant it.
No.
And I'd also be going the XL too. Don't get the standard one.
Yeah.
It's just standard one's just too small. The XL is nice in your hand.
Exactly.
So when are we going to see the Nintendo 3VR?
What? Like
the 3VR. That's going to be coming out soon. Like, you just stick it to your face.
Yeah, just
right over your eyes.
Yep.
And then you just walk around playing the game.
And you can just sit on your couch.
Yeah, and you use your eyes to do the controls, because Nintendo love that shit.
Yeah.
That'll be a thing.
What, like those computers they have for disabled people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
It's been announced. On April 2nd, Nintendo filed a trademark for the codename Steam, Strike Team eliminating the Alien Menace. There's rumours going around saying that's a new IP. And Miyamoto did say he's hard at work on a new IP last July.
Something new from Nintendo?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Welcome
Better
to
not be
welcome
a new
to the
console.
future. It better be a new console.
I was going to say I bet it's just a new Metroid, but that would also be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good work. No one else has got news, do they?
I do.
Oh, excellent.
I've thought of a couple of things.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't talk about this last time because it happened as soon as we said it, and that's Facebook buying Oculus Rift.
Yes.
Yeah.
It happened.
It's like I got home. Oh, they've bought it. Well, we could have said that, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
And nobody's happy about that.
No.
I don't know why though.
Zuckerberg's pretty happy.
Who?
Zuckerberg.
Oh yeah,
It's because he's got a big pile of gold.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah. Cliffy B was pretty happy.
If I knew who Cliffy B was,
Cliff,
I'd buy his album.
Cliff Blazinski. He worked for Epic, made Gears of War.
Okay.
He was having a go at Notch for Notch's
Notch pulling his business. Do we know why Notch doesn't want Minecraft on the Oculus? Excellent.
Well, I think basically this came down to thought Facebook's kind of creepy. Didn't really like their practices, sort of.
Yeah.
So it just kind of, he basically mentioned that there is, a mod to go ahead and play Minecraft on it. So people want to do it like that, but they're stepping out of developing with them since they, sold to Facebook. So I think it's just one of those. Facebook is one of those ginormous companies, and a lot of people hate big companies just because they're big companies. So I don't know. I try to reserve judgment until you see what they do with something.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not. They're going to ruin everything.
Probably.
Yeah, Facebook's a funny one. I don't understand why people hate it so much. I really don't, but people do.
I don't hate the service, but the company, it looks very bureaucratic.
Yeah.
I don't like that they've given stupid people a voice on the internet.
That doesn't.
You just don't like that people.
Well, they could
have food on it.
They could have had it before, but I guess they made it easier.
I know they've made it too easy.
Mario Kart 8, some news on that. 2 Rainbow Road tracks this time. A brand new one.
So 2 tracks to avoid and not play.
Yeah, exactly. A brand new one and the Nintendo 64 version all remastered, which is actually pretty hot looking. I'm pretty excited about that, let me tell you. Also, new items, the Boomerang Flower. That's fucking boomerang. And Piranha Plant, which eats things in the front of your cart. Also, a figure 8, which is probably going to work like the 7 did in Mario Kart 7. If you don't know, that just gives you 7 items that go around you. It's kind of like, it's the ultimate. You're so last. Here's 7 items.
Here's everything.
So even in their racing
win.
game, Nintendo needs to give away.
Yes,
has to give you that golden monkey.
Yes, exactly. So that could be that thing, and then what looks like a sound block. We don't know what it does yet.
Note block.
It looks like, a block that might.
That you change your radio station in your car.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What did the note blocks do in Mario 3? They're bouncing.
They bounced you up to the coin clouds.
The heavens.
The heavens. No, this is like it looks like a speaker. It's kind of like the torch light.
Oh, like the info blocks in Super Mario World.
Yes.
Who's doing the Nintendo news now?
That's right. Fucking showing me. Look how artistic Brent looks. Let's just take a moment.
Artistic, autistic.
The moonshine is kicking in.
He's on the artistic spectrum.
Brad, what's happened to your nipples?
Oh.
That's all the news I have. So.
I had one more thing
Excellent.
I wanted to talk about. That was Amy Hennig She was the writer for Uncharted at Naughty Dog.
Yes.
She's left Naughty Dog, and people were speculating that it might be some sort of bad blood between her and the Left 4 Dead. Not Left 4 Dead. What am I talking about?
I don't know. Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. Last of Us.
Ah, yes.
The Last of Us guys. They obviously haven't said anything about that, so speculate away. But she's got a new gig now. She's with Visceral Games, who made Dead Space, and she's attached to their new Star Wars project.
Oh, yeah.
Pro tip, put lightsabers in it.
Or don't. Or make it something completely new.
Remake X-Wing versus TIE Fighter.
That'd be good too. Yeah. Those have been the things.
That's been the news, or at least the shit we care about. Let's find out what we've been playing. Yes, that was a bumper for that. Welcome to it.
Woo!
Brent, what have you been up to?
Gaming wise, I've been, actually I've been playing some Minecraft, of course, Feed the Beast. A bunch of Smite, gearing up for Wildstar that's going to be released in, I think, June 3rd, something like that. So they got the beta weekends going.
What is Wildstar?
MMO, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like basically a quirky MMO. It looks a lot like WoW, honestly, but it's in space. And it's a little more... they've kind of taken WoW and gone further with it. The mechanics are more Twitch-based. Like, instead of just sitting there and locking on a target, you have these targeters that kind of show on the ground, and that's where your ability is going to hit. So there's a lot of running around in combat instead of just standing around. So it's very interesting. They've got just some cool game mechanics. I've been kind of waiting for a new MMO since WoW's just kind of gone downhill, and don't plan to get that expansion ever again.
You finally.
So yeah, Wildstar. Oh yeah, this is the first expansion I have every single expansion so far, the collector's editions, like the big, huge box for each one. Waited in how many lines at Walmart or Best Buy, and I'm not getting paid to say those names, and to get the big box with the crap that you never actually use, except for the mouse pad. And this one, I'm not even buying like the digital crap version. They just really sucked.
Wow. So, have you been playing Wildstar, or are you actually hyped about it?
I've been playing it in the beta a little bit, like level 14-ish. Got my house, been decorating my house, things like that. We did a video about it where Eric and Afro and I were running around and just leveling up together.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. Like, that's one of the things with all these MMOs that come out is it's usually like you're playing solo until you're the max level, and then you do like a raid or dungeon with other people. And this one we actually played together, and it was workable, and it felt good, and it was fun. And so I'm pretty excited to play it. We were talking about doing a podcast. I don't know if we will or not, but we'll talk about it.
It's got a really cool art style too. It's kind of leaning towards a Team Fortress 2-y kind of thing. I don't know, like just sort of that's probably just to make it accessible to more computers, but it looks nice.
Yeah, it looks a lot like WoW. I mean, I'll say that for it. They're trying to capture that same audience, I think. So they're not completely stupid, but they're really cheeky in their advertising. Like if you watch their videos and stuff, and so I like the kind of humor they're doing with it, and the game has that kind of same humor. It's a little more funny than WoW's little like how long did it take before you were sick of WoW's puns? I don't know if y'all played WoW, but like you walk everywhere and there's a stupid pun, and it's just like, okay, that's kind of old at this point.
Well, you guys
have
been
playing 7 years.
20 years or something.
Yeah. Well, and that was it. When last year at the BlizzCon, I actually got the thing on the TV so I could watch the whole BlizzCon, and they do the big announcement, big epic expansion, and I sat there going, that just sounds like a big ball of shit, and I don't know.
And you
I
were
would buy
correct.
that. Yeah, and I looked at like EverQuest. Remember EverQuest? 20 years ago, EverQuest,
Yeah.
or maybe that's all long. But they have 20 expansions, and their 20th expansion seemed more exciting than WoW's, expansion. It's like that shouldn't be. Like there's 5 people playing EverQuest. So I
And
don't
then the
know.
5 developers.
It's weird. Yeah, in their off time, right? Like
So, whilst
So
I know
exciting.
you've only been playing the beta and stuff, but what are you going to rate it now? Maybe we'll get you back when it's fully released to rate it again. We do a 5-star rating system here, by the way.
I'd give it like a 3.5.
Well, that's down.
Is that really low on a 5 scale?
What?
Is that low rated?
No.
That's
medium.
That's a.
Okay.
You'll see the little stars pop up, and they're like, I'm not unimpressed,
Yeah.
but I don't
Yeah,
have a direction.
I've had a year of being burned on like MMOs, so I like, even though I'm really excited about it, I'm still kind of cautious because like
You've been burned.
the Top Secret or whatever it was, and like Star Wars, and then it just like, and Diablo 3, like they all were just suck, and it's just like, but everybody said this is the next thing. Everybody's gonna quit playing WoW and play these games, and it didn't happen. So we'll see.
Excellent. I have been playing. I played some Diablo 3. I reinstalled. So speaking of that, I enjoyed it. So there you go.
That fixed a lot of stuff with the patch.
It's all new and stuff. The loot drops are just... Oh, it's great. Now I'm only picking
Were
up
you
some...
still playing the same story over and over again?
Yeah, a little bit. But there's the expansion now, Brent. There's a whole new act to discover.
You can play over and over again?
That's right. I'll probably play it once and then put it down. But then there's the adventure mode and stuff. I haven't touched on any of this stuff yet because I'm waiting for somebody else to reinstall.
I'm good to go. Like I said, I just need to know
I'm not going to do it.
what level you are, so I know whether I have to start again or not.
54. You might want to start again. But yeah, so I just wanted to touch on that really briefly. But mainly I've been playing Hearthstone, so I'll talk about that. I don't have any video, so deal with that. Hearthstone. Have we all played it?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Brent
Yeah.
and Bruce
Yeah.
has, so we'll all discuss what we think of it.
Is it pretty much magic?
Yeah.
Well,
That's fine then.
I don't know.
I'll understand.
You'll be fine.
I really have enjoyed it, especially playing with Hodge Josh, which you can see on my channel, youtube.com/extremebeyond. I think that's where it's been the most fun for me. I've played some games against other people and lost furiously, and I've seen some of the comments on my video saying you guys are the worst at this, and I'm like, well, that's not kind of why I play it. Like, it's kind of like playing poker night with you, Bruce, and people are like, what the fuck, how did you not notice you had this, or whatever.
We don't care, we're playing it for fun.
Exactly. So I've really enjoyed playing with someone over Skype, and I think that's how I will enjoy playing it for a little while. I know I won't play it forever. It's not going to be one of those games that I'm going to invest money in to get new decks and all that kind of shit, because, mate, it's digital. Stop. Just don't buy things. But I've really enjoyed it. Hodge Josh was playing as the medieval Batman, so that's a thing.
The what now?
Medieval Batman.
Oh.
It's one of the characters.
Weird.
The hunter.
Yeah.
I really love like, it's really well made. Like, the menus are really simple, really quick. The graphics are nice. It's very shiny. Compared to like the Pokemon trading card game or Scrolls, which look like fucking Flash Facebook games, it's really impressive. What did you think, Bruce?
I played it in beta.
Yeah.
It was okay. I got to a point where I went, I'm done with this now once I had unlocked all of the
I feel like that's what
the characters.
happen as well.
I wasn't playing against anyone I knew, so I was just playing it, and then I'd be like, I've unlocked all the decks.
Yeah, I feel
I'm done. I'm going to go back and play Magic.
Yeah, I feel like if you jump in and play with me or Hodge or Spardo or whatever, I think you'll get another like a second wind on it for a little while, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it until that wind runs out.
Maybe. I don't know. Brent, how did you feel about it?
I kind of feel like you feel about it. I think I would have more fun if I played with someone. Like Maz and I are talking about playing. I think that'd be fun. But like you, I just kind of played against the other a little bit against the computer. But then I tried playing other players, and it really doesn't feel like it's even. It feels like everybody I'm playing has a deck that they've built specifically,
Yeah.
and yeah, so it's like until you have the cards, you can't build any deck, and so you're just like, okay, I'm going to lose a lot, and I don't like that.
That's definitely what I found. I'd unlocked more cards than Hodge when we started playing, and I built myself a deck. And while that deck lost miserably against online players, I thrashed Hodge Josh, and and he was unlocking cards every time we played together, and I wasn't because I'd already unlocked all of them in this character. So until he started building his deck, we kind of...
It was really one-sided.
It was really one-sided. So I think you need to go in, you need to have at least a whole deck unlocked and have built something out of that yourself, because the standard ones... either that or just play like the standard decks. Go, you are playing this deck, and it's not a custom deck until, you guys have got enough cards. Yeah, that's exactly... I mean, I enjoyed winning. And we had some close matches by the end, but it did feel a little bit like, haha, I've been playing it for half an hour longer than you, and I'm better, even though it's not the case.
And I guess chat rooms made a good point too. When you're playing online, not against somebody you know, half the people are just idle.
Yeah.
Half the time, so their turn will just expire. So you're sitting there for like 2 minutes waiting for their turn to expire.
Yeah, I think you got to play with mates, and I think we were talking about it, Brent, on the last Shaft show somehow. But I would really like to see a 2v2 option, so you can duel up with someone, get everyone in a Skype call or a TeamSpeak, and 2v2 each other, so you can combine two character decks and kill each other. That would be really cool, I think. Or even like a 4-player, like just something a little bit
decide
more...
who you're going to team up with and who you're going to turn against.
Yeah, I think that would be an interesting spin on it. But I think obviously they probably won't do that. But there's potential there. But for now, I'm going to enjoy it.
But Blizzard seems to be kind of king at taking a version of a game, and saying, let's take out all the bullshit and get down to the basis of what they think is fun about the game, and then make it into that simple thing. I mean, they're doing it with Heroes of the Storm right now, which is your Dota or LoL clone, and they just basically took out all the bullshit items and player levels and things like that, and to me, I think it works in a way. I mean, it worked with WoW. They did the same thing with playing hardcore MMOs and made it, shitty easy MMO. Yeah. And it works for the millions of people out there, but I think then there's people who it doesn't work for that like that hard game with the rules and with the tactics, and not just, hey, basically roll a 6-sided dice and see who gets the highest number. Yeah.
That's a point that Eric made about Hearthstone. It was okay, but it took out all of the tactics and complexity of Magic, and did boil it down to its...
You'd probably get pretty angry at it.
Oh, fair enough then. I'm glad my... what's the Blizzard thing? What do they use?
Patch that shit.
No. Oh. What's the thing they use? Battle.net.
Yeah.
I'm glad I can't log on to Battle.net.
It's hard work. They don't make it easy. It's like Google.
It's like my password that I use doesn't work. Well, fuck off.
Yeah. I can't be bothered sending you a copy of my driver's license to get my password reset. Right. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. So Hearthstone, let's all who we have played it give it a rating. I'm giving it a 3 based on its how it looks. It's very polished, it's nice, and it's fun for now, but I can't see myself getting addicted to it. Bruce.
It is polished, but I don't like the fact that the complexity's gone. Like, to me, it doesn't hold. I'll play it once and then I'll be like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I paid the beta for maybe 10 hours and then I was done with it.
Yeah. Brent?
I can give it 2.5. But I think the playing with friends may give it that extra 0.5.
Might get it to 3.
Yeah, I think that's where it's at. And we'll all hit it up, and we'll all have videos of it on our channels, and it'll be great.
Right.
What have you been playing, Brad?
Dark Souls.
Yep, I knew it.
No, I finished Dark Souls, which was good. That was a good time. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's just been really hard to get into anything else at the moment.
Yeah.
I picked up the new Infamous.
Oh, yes.
And I've played it a bit. I really don't have anything to say about it, apart from it looks really pretty right now. So I was going to give it some more time.
Is that the PS4?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been rated like the best looking game ever.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. So, any titties? Any titties?
No.
No titties.
No.
It's probably not going to be the best looking game then.
Yeah, so...
I imagine.
Yeah, so Dark Souls, yeah, that took over my life, pretty much.
Is your body ready for Dark Souls 2 yet, or are you just going to have some time off?
I'm going to play Dark Souls again.
Have some me time? You're going to play it again?
Yeah.
What? You're out of control.
I haven't got the DLC, so
You drunk?
I'm going to buy the DLC and play
Oh,
it
yeah,
again.
fair enough. Well, there you go.
Are you going to play the whole thing again or just the DLC?
The whole thing again.
Well, like you said, once you know what you're doing, you can get through it a little bit faster.
And your character carries over to your New Game Plus.
Oh,
So I'm just wrecking the first half of this game.
New Game Plus. Are you a Dark Souls player, Brent?
No. I don't really do the single player games much. Like, we'll do it for videos and stuff, but ever since I stepped into EverQuest, really, well, actually, MUDs, like just multiplayer games, just single player games, like, to me, they try to tell a story. And, like, if I want to see a story, I'll either read it, listen to it on Audible, or watch it on Netflix. Like, the game just, like, the story gets in the way of the gameplay to me, and so I'd rather just play a game, I guess.
You got burnt by Final Fantasy 13, didn't you? You're just like, fuck this, I'd rather just watch a movie.
He's just keen. Orgies only. No
Orgies
single
only.
exercises.
Speaking of story, though, I still have no fucking idea what happens in this game.
Dark Souls.
I don't know what's happening. I finished it. I still don't know what the story was.
Is it just a series of challenges? Is that what it is?
There is like a really complex story going on.
Wow.
It's just one
But
big demo.
But it tells it in such a weird way that's like, okay. It's like half the story is in like the item descriptions.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
It's really bizarre.
Doesn't sound like my cup of tea.
Prepare to die, mate.
Do you want to rate it yet?
I did last week.
Oh,
Four,
good.
4, and I stand by that. It's
Stand by
really
your 4?
Yeah, it's really good, but it's not for everyone.
Okay.
Yes. Brucey.
I haven't been playing much. A couple of things I have been playing. I've been getting into a bit of Smite recently.
I've noticed. Brent is happy.
Still don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. But I have established that Arena is the only mode to play.
Is that true, Brent?
No,
It's primarily its favorite, but
you can change. You can
that's
change
what
your mind.
that's what everybody pretty much plays. I mean, the problem is, like, Conquest takes too long. You got to be set for a 45-minute match, and there's a lot more that goes into it. Like, you really need to know what you're doing and the tactics. It's like far more than the tactics of the character playing. It's the map itself, and so it's a lot more involved. Arena's just kind of you jump in and start killing people. Assault I like because it's a little more back and forth. It's a little more like Conquest but faster, and it's randomized, so you don't know who the hell you're going to play each time. So I usually go to Assault, but because of their mechanics on like trying to get worshipers and level up gods, kind of screws you because you'll play gods you already leveled up, basically. So I can see where Arena kind of wins out in a lot less time, get in for action, and level up who you want to level up, kind of thing. But yeah, Smite is fucking amazing. Get it if you don't have it. It's free.
Yeah, it's free. It's addictive. My soul could go again.
This is your thing. Is your
That's what
new
I'm playing
Friday
at the
night
moment.
combat?
Yeah, that's it. My new Friday night combat.
You've been playing with Hodge.
Yeah, I have, and Spud and Kilmore as well. So
We got to get in some games.
we do. So we'll change that when I get home. We'll add you to Smite, and
You don't know how hard he is to get a hold of, mate.
mate, if I can get a hold of you, I can get a hold of anybody.
I guess. That's a good point. That's a good point, mate. That's a good point. What? So
Can I Micah Jerkin in the chat room has a comment about how is the Smite community. I just want to mention this because notoriously MOBA communities are horrendous.
Yeah.
Like you walk in and like the bots in Dota were making fun of me. Like that's how bad the community is. Smite is by far the best MOBA community I've ever seen. We went to the tournament and like we're talking the final matches for $100,000, over $100,000 for the actual winner. And the guy's like, so what do you want to say to the other team? And they're just like, good luck. And he's like, well, shake hands. And they go over and hug. Like, that's what this community is. It's like, it's so much more endearing and helpful and just uplifting than any other MOBA community. There's still some douches out there. But overall, the community is amazing compared to any other MOBA.
That makes a change.
Sorry.
they should patch games like that to have like douche tags. So if someone's a douche,
Yeah.
you can tag them as a douche, and then they can only play games with douches. People who have, if you get like 10 douche tags, you can only play games with other douche tagged people.
Look, I've been playing MMOs for that long that you get used to douches. Like, I'd been playing the game for maybe 2 hours, jumped in an arena match, and the guy's like, you're fucking useless. I'm like, been playing the game 2 hours, mate. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
The Nuclear Instinct on Xbox One,
Yes.
it actually does that.
A douche tag.
Basically, it tags you if you disconnect from a match before it's over.
Oh, excellent.
And if you do that too much, it puts you in jail,
Okay.
where you can only play against people who also are in jail.
Nice.
Nice.
One thing Smite does do, if you disconnect while it's loading in, and because Kilmore did that, his connection dropped out. He joined the party again, but the whole party could not join the next match because Kilmore was
This is the guy who made it.
A deserter.
He's a deserter, so it's like you can't join a match for 30 minutes. You're a deserter. But yeah, no, Smite's some good fun. So if you are playing Smite, add me on there. Bruce Uncut. Away we go.
Yes. May as well do our Twitters.
Yeah.
Bruce Uncut is him on Twitter and YouTube. Bradadas is the _ Bradadas. I'm extremebeyond. Brent Copeland is his name. And you're that on everything as well, except for your YouTube is Dead Workers Party. We'll get to that again at the end.
Great.
What are you going to give Smite out of 5 stars?
Yeah, I think a 4.
Good. Brent,
I'm really
just out of
enjoying
curiosity, how much do you love it?
I'd give it a 10.
Yeah.
This is out of 5, right?
Yeah, it's out of 5.
I can
57.
push 5 twice.
No, seriously, like,
There you go.
they've been like so good to us just because we do a podcast about it. Every time they have a new god, they send us codes for unlocks to give away.
Oh.
They just sent us I asked them for some gems. They say every time we run out of gems, just ask them. And they gave us 7,000 gems today.
So,
Each of us, all 4 of us on the show.
does that
So it's
give
just like
you
they're really
an
good to
unfair
us.
advantage against other people? What are the gems for?
No, it's just for
Unlocking
skins
and stuff
basically.
and skins and sound packs.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Well, good. That's what everybody's been playing. Thanks for listening.
Oh yeah, so now I'm on a holiday, so I'll actually have a review next time.
Excellent.
The other thing I've been playing is Legend of Zelda.
Oh yeah, how's that?
Yes. yeah. Oh, well, there's some Smite. No, look at that. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Totally missed that. Talk to me about Zelda, please.
So I played Zelda on the plane on my DS on the way to Philippines and back. So probably 10 to 20 hours I've put into it so far. Opening it up, starting it up, it took me back to the SNES.
Yeah. Is it
Is it really?
And I'm like, these are the same monsters from the SNES.
Link to
This
the
is
past.
everything a link to the past. With a few more monsters. The whole Paper Mario element.
Yeah. That was the bit I was a bit sketchy on.
Same. It's good.
Okay.
It's good. When you go between the two worlds, it's a bit like you're on acid, but it's still good.
Then it's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And the concept of renting items now. So big
Yeah.
chests in dungeons are just the key to the
Right,
boss.
yeah.
You can rent your items, anything straight from the start. So you
Yeah.
can go in and rent the fire wand straight off the bat. I was a bit dubious about that to start with. It's good in theory. It means you can have all of those items for free
Yeah.
if you don't die. The minute you die, they go back, and you have to rent them again, and then it costs you rupees.
Okay.
A bit later in the game, after you get the Master Sword, you can actually buy those items
And keep them.
them.
So my skepticism with that idea is
So here's the acid bit.
all of the items are all of the items are available. Does that mean all of the dungeons are available? Does that mean you walk into a dungeon and you've bought the fire rod and you're like, fuck, I actually need the goddamn hookshot here. Ugh.
Yeah,
Out I go.
you can go get the hook shot.
Yeah, is that what
that's
it's
that's
like?
what it can happen, can turn into
I don't know.
if you don't
Is
get all
it
of them.
a complete disaster in that regard, or does it
Nah,
not bother you?
it adds a little bit of time. It bothered me the first time I did it, but after that, I'm like, you know what? I want to go into that dungeon. I'll go see what I need, and then I'll go get what I need. And I just went around collecting rupees and buying them anyway.
Yeah, okay. Fair
But
enough.
yeah, other than that, I loved it. It was great.
How far through did you get?
So it took me probably 3 hours to have the Master Sword, so get the 3 pendants and the Master Sword. And then it took me probably another 6 to 8 hours to get all of the paintings back and unlock all the wise men.
Zelda games have a tendency these days to have a really long tutorial period. How was this one?
I didn't think it was too long because, you know, it's the same as the old one.
If
So
it's not Skyward Sword.
yeah.
it's probably right.
So I don't think that was an issue. But no, I haven't completely finished it yet, but because I only put a little bit of effort into it. But it's easy to play. You can pick it up, put it down, away you go.
Is it as complex and confusing as Link to the Past was? I know, me playing that, it's like, it doesn't hold your hand much.
A little bit, yeah. There's bits in there where you go, what the hell am I doing? I'm going to see the fortune teller.
Yeah, good.
That's what Dark Souls reminds me of. Link to the Past.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah, so you get bits in there where you go, where the hell am I? What am I supposed to do? Go to the fortune teller,
Pay some rupees.
pay some rupees, get a hot tip,
Get a hot tip. Sweet.
and away you go. I give it a 5.
And just as well, I think, did it win? Did we say last week that it won some action at the GDC?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. You'll have to watch the last episode because I retain no information. Good.
Yeah.
Well, let's push on because this is turning into a long show. It's a quickfire hype. Very quickly, Brad, what are you hyped about?
I'm hyped for the trailers coming out of PAX East, mostly being new Bethesda stuff, the new Wolfenstein trailer, new Evil Within trailer. I am hyped to try out Deception 4 on PlayStation 3. And I'm also hyped about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle.
Oh, okay. I got Kingdom Hearts 3, Mario Kart 8, obviously, until it's released. Oddworld, New and Tasty, like the reboot of Abe's Odyssey, and Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition.
Good stuff.
looks bloody good. Yes?
Brent, what's he hyped about?
Like I said, Wildstar, EverQuest Next, Star Citizen, a couple cons, small cons going through this year, Arcadia Con and the Dead Workers Party in October.
You're gonna fly me up there for that, aren't you?
No.
Oh yeah. We're just waiting on the contract for Arcadia Con to see what the budget is like, but like we'd still love you to be down there for that one.
Oh my god, how exciting!
With the whole crew
Hopefully it
together.
doesn't clash with PAX Australia.
Yeah. When's Arcadia Con?
I believe June 7th and 8th.
Ah, easy.
it's fine.
Miles away. Months away.
See you there. Fucking
Now,
trying to get
no
in.
return plane tickets. You're going to have to stay here and live in Alabama.
I knew it. I knew that.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
It's
That's
a good
alright.
trap. We got
Yeah,
moonshine.
and Kraken. I'm
Yeah.
not going to care.
Moonshine
Yeah,
cherry
crack.
pies.
You say crack? Yeah, we got crack here.
Yeah, that's what we said.
That's exactly what we said. Bruce,
Me, Banished, Lego Hobbit. These are what I'm talking to you in the car about, Brad. Paper Dungeon and Fight the Dragon, which are...
Oh, Fight the Dragon looks like shit.
Yes, they look like shit, but they are little dungeon kits where you can get someone to build a dungeon and you can run through it. They're single player. Yep. There is a... Yeah.
Wait. Maximum hyper. I'll go first. Brad, you you mentioned, I think, last week, Child of Light in your quickfires, and I've since seen what the hell that's all about, and I'm
Hard.
I'm uber hard. It's a turn-based RPG which I've wanted since Final Fantasy VII came out.
Yeah.
Save the kingdom from an evil queen, mate. Doesn't get any simpler than that.
Sounds like Mario Brothers.
It's also the Ubisoft UbiArt engine, which just fucking looks gorgeous. It looks like it's got platforming elements between the
Kinda.
battles and stuff, which I'm uber excited about. Ubisoft excited about. Crafting. I don't even know what that means. It just goes to 600 crafting options. I'm like, what? All right. So,
Minecraft.
and it just looks great. April 30th on everything Xbox, Xbox One, PlayStation 3 and 4, PC and Wii U. I'm erect. All of
It's,
my nipples.
it's going to have a retail release, like $30 as well. So
Yeah. It's also on like Steam Play and Xbox Live. And
yeah,
blah, 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 blah. But it just looks incredible, and the art style. There's a little bit of it looks like a skill tree, like Final Fantasy X kind of thing going on there, which is
apparently the combat system is quite like Grandia, which is what, quite an old RPG that I quite liked. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, it just looks amazing, and I'm definitely gonna give this a whirly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that's me.
How's your OCD going to go with that many crafting options?
I kind of love that. Like Final Fantasy X skill tree, my OCD was just loving it, just fucking loving it, and that's why I kept playing it. And this looks like it's tidy. It doesn't look too complex. I'm pretty excited.
So
I don't want to talk more about it because I don't know anything else about it, but I also want this show to end at some point. So that is me. That's my maximum hype. Have you heard anything about this, Brent? Oh, it's a single player game.
No. No, haven't. Nothing.
Brent doesn't care. It's single player.
It's a single player.
I've
Anybody got time for it?
heard about FortniteStormchasers.com. Have you run across this?
No.
It's like an ARG for some game. FortniteStormchasers.com.
I've heard of Fortnite. I can't place Fortnite. Is that the new Epic? Game
Yeah,
Epic?
yeah. And so they've got an ARG, and there's a weird site, and there's an email if you search the source. I emailed them and got contact with them, and maybe we'll get an early copy after PAX. Maybe we'll get to play or something. So that's not what you were asking, though, were you? Were you asking something?
No.
No, that's fine.
What are you
Max hype.
maximum hyped about?
Actually, we've been doing a video on a game called Jazzpunk, and as much as I hate single-player games, this is absolutely an amazing single-player game. It's $15, and it has been well worth it just to play it and joke around with friends. It's my humor, It's obviously aged right because they have 3 seashells in the bathroom, and if you know what that means, you're my age. And it's just jokes like that, and it's hysterical. Good time.
It is good.
Jazz.
I got it as well after watching your first episode of it. I'm not watching this anymore. Sorry, Brent, you can't have my views. I'm going to play this. So I'm pretty excited to play it, and maybe you're right. Maybe have a couple of bevies and play it with mates might be the way
Thunderbirds.
to go. Thunderbirds. It's Bruce's input on that one.
Yeah.
Have you played it, Brent?
No, but I've heard about it because Jim Sterling does some of the voice acting.
Oh, wow. Well, maybe we should play it together.
Maybe.
Might be good fun. Excellent. Who's next?
I'll go. I've got 2 maximum hypes.
Oh my goodness.
They're very swift. One is the
Taylor Swift's new album?
Yeah, Taylor Swift's new album. That's good times. No, the Last of Us Remastered for PlayStation 4 has been announced properly.
Yep.
So
Cool.
I'm going to play Last of Us again, but prettier.
Wow.
Which
Will it be?
it's going to be proper 1080p and not upscale 1080p.
Okay.
So
It'll look more
and it'll
funny.
have the DLC in there, so I don't have to buy that.
Fair enough.
So that, and I'm going to be getting into the Wolf Among Us, which is Telltale's other game, because the season pass goes on sale for Easter.
All right.
For like a tenner.
Wow,
So,
I get it.
Nice.
so I'll be grabbing that
Nice.
and having more moral choice adventures.
I still haven't brought myself to...
You haven't finished The Walking Dead yet, have you?
I know. I
Fuck's
can't.
sake.
People are going to die.
It's
gonna be
so
my
good.
fault.
Yes, and it's so good.
There's nothing you can do about it. It's all going to happen.
I will do it. I might not. Bruce, what are you excited about?
I seen this last night, so I don't know a whole lot about it. Finn and Jake's Epic Quest.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be shit.
It might not be. It might be. Guess we'll see. It was released today, so I'll go home and see how shit it is.
Yeah.
28 levels, covering the different kingdoms. The Witch's Garden, the Ice and Fire Kingdom. You've got to go rescue BMO, who's been kidnapped.
Oh, be mine.
Basically, the Land of Ur has been transformed into a giant video game. So
Football.
we'll see what happens. You're probably right. It probably will be crap.
Basically...
But I'm very keen to play it.
I got Adventure Time, fucking Dungeon Just Because or whatever
that
it was.
why?
And it looked like a Adventure Time kind of Diablo-y
Oh, wait.
bit kind of thing. It was fucking abominable.
It's terrible.
And this looks like a 3D version of that.
Well,
Sadly, it does.
So
It
and
might
the
give-
sound effects as well. You can't hear it, but I watched the trailer for it, and when they pick up the coins, it's just the most intrusive noise you've ever heard. So I'm excited to see your review about it in the next show.
There's too much player feedback.
Yes.
I might be excited now for 10 minutes while I play it. We'll
Yeah.
see what happens next show.
That's the thing I found with Dungeon Just Because is the jokes and the gags don't really work outside of the cartoon.
It's like, were they, Ernie?
No. But like everyone's got their characters and stuff, and like, yeah, but you're not very well animated, and
It's terrible.
then the game was just grinding. Like, mate, if I wanted to play this, I'd play Diablo 3.
I tell you what, that was not made by the same team that did Double Dragon Neon.
No.
No. Well, 28 levels. Shouldn't take me too long to knock out. We'll see what happens.
No. And I thought that it was made by the people who made the Scott Pilgrim game, but I must have fucking been...
Being drunk.
Yeah, I must have been fucking out of my mind that day. Anyway, so I'm excited for you to tell us.
How terrible it is.
Yes. Because it's gonna be. I might have to make a 0-star.
You might.
bumper.
No stars.
North Star or something.
One poisonous mushroom.
One poisonous mushroom. And that brings us to the sandbag, doesn't it? Good.
Does it?
We are in the sandbag, which, Brent, is another way of saying listen to contributions.
Listener.
Firstly,
Sandbag.
you can go to our website if you ever want to be in the sandbag, facebook.com/8bitspodcast, or just tweet us leading up to the show, and we'll try to put it in the sandbag, and we'll discuss your things. We've got some questions here. One from Christopher Tate. That's Vlash. on Facebook.
What?
That's his whole name. Do you think?
And here is his postal address.
And here's his postal address. Do you think it'll be worth it if they are remastering The Last of Us for the PS4?
Yes.
There you go. We
I
reckon.
guess.
Brent reckons. Yes, I reckon.
If they're going to come out with a, let's face it, pretty much every game comes out with a complete edition now anyway, Game of the Year edition.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Why not upscale it as well?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, fair enough. Anyone want to contest that? No. Good. Josh LeBont says, how many horses could fit in a hole 25 meters in diameter?
50.
This is a question for you, Bruce. 50. That's a lot of horse. Like, if a horse is like 2 meters by 1 meter.
It's a 25-meter diameter.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big fucking hole.
That's a big hole. These are important questions, Brent, and you should take them more seriously.
You may have noticed that
sorry,
I also stopped listening.
I was just
Brent's staring into space. Brad looks like he's staring on Brent's head. And you and I are talking about horses in a hole.
We are.
I'm just gonna remark how much I love your shirt there. Need to get a new one, just like that, with my face on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good shirt. It's a good shirt. Mike Gekrin says he owns Monaco now thanks to his girlfriend. So maybe some cunt will play it with me. Fucking Jesus. I've wanted to play that game with someone forever, and I've given it to so many people, and ain't nobody...
Mate, I offered last week, but you decided sleep was a priority.
Well, it always is, and you should know that. So, Gex, hit me up, you big dildo. Alvaro Rodriguez. Never heard of him before, have you? Alvaro Rodriguez
I don't remember his name.
says, do I need a beard to be a gamer? To be in gaming? Clearly, it helps.
No.
I don't. But
But you're not in gaming.
I'm not really.
You're on a Mac.
I'm on a Mac. So, yeah, that's a good point. Brent, you want to field this one? This was kind of directed at you.
I don't think you have to have a beard, but I mean, whether it's a beard on your face or in other places, it doesn't matter. Just keep playing with it, and you'll be working on your gaming skills.
Beard on the lower back.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was talking about.
Brent, you've got one here. Do you want to read it out?
Oh yeah, we got a tweet from Super Mastodon who wanted to know what is our favorite game soundtrack, and we actually had C418 on our the Shaft podcast, and he did the music for Minecraft, and it's just always I think been one of the biggest parts when playing Minecraft. It just felt like digging into a big cave, and then all of a sudden that music hits,
Yeah.
and it's just like yes, it's perfect.
It is exactly
And
right.
it just feels like every time the music hits, I'm happy that it hits. Whereas some games, the music hits and it just feels out of place.
Yeah, and you're like,
So,
I'm turning the music off. And especially since they've updated it, it's probably a while ago now, but I've just recently had the music turned back on when I'm playing single player, and there's so many more tracks now, and they're all amazing.
Yeah.
And they're all just like, they just come in at the right moment, and you're like, this is great. This is exactly what I need to hear when the sun sets, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's really good music. Mine would be the Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack. I think the music in that game is the best, and I've recently got a completely orchestrated album of Banjo-Kazooie music, and it's just so good. My nipples tingle. It's just the best. So there you go. Bloody click-clock wood, mate. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. But you asked the question. That's down. So good. Any, you guys?
Yeah, mine would be the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance soundtrack.
Oh, very recent. Is it very, I don't know.
I've got it on my phone. You can listen to it later.
What's that composer?
No, it's pretty much J-rock, but with
Oh, wow.
English with English vocals.
I did not expect that. So I thought it would be really sort of, Black Hawk Down kind of...
No, it's like it's a metal soundtrack.
Fine. All right. Brucey?
To be honest, I
Apart
don't...
from the Tristram theme song?
Yeah. I don't really have
Yes!
one.
Yes!
Yeah. Yes.
I used to fall asleep to that every night. I left the game on playing it. Yes.
So good,
Sorry,
right?
go on.
So good.
Go to the town, leave it on, and away you go. I don't generally have one. I tend to turn the music in games off and put heavy metal on in the background.
Used to play the Tristan.
You'd be fine with Metal Gear Rising Revenge.
Yeah, it would be.
Nice, thanks for that, Master Down. JBJ Blaze is a Shaft contributor, a heavy Shaft contributor, would you say, Brent?
Oh, yeah.
Every
step.
He's given us an audio question, which I haven't listened to.
Oh, dear.
Oh, good.
So here we go.
Hello, this is JBJ Blaze. Do I sound 8-bit enough for you? Anyhow, this is a question for Brent Copeland. What's in your pockets? And otherwise, would you be willing to sing a song for Maz and his chaps? Anyhow, thanks for listening to me, and hope the show goes well, as of course it would go. Anyhow, see you later, talk to you later, and bye-bye.
Well, it did go.
It's a thing. Here we go.
The guitar's not tuned.
It
really wasn't.
is.
All right. The guitar's not tuned. Neither is the 8-bit crew. But that's okay. That's all I'm going to put you through with it being out of tune. But I got my phone and current affairs in my pocket.
That was good. What was his first question? What's in your pocket? It's a guitar, obviously, all the time.
Yeah. Doesn't everybody carry a guitar in their pocket? I got my phone, iOS, iPhone 4S. I need to upgrade.
Right, you really do.
And
get a new one. They're coming out with a
cigarettes
bigger
and a lighter.
for those Samsung lovers. You get a bigger screen.
So they're just going to release another small tablet like Samsung.
Yeah.
Oh, but y'all dig this? My wallet. You want to see my wallet?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of dark, but it's
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
Yeah. That's good.
Pac-Man. Came with a bracelet. Love that wallet. Wagga wagga wagga. That's what it does for my money. Wagga 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 wagga.
We've got another thing here from Keija, the beak-lipped Keija.
No.
You're going to enjoy this, Brent. You might need to turn on the stream and check it out. But he's done some fan art here. Bit of Photoshop there. He's put my face on your head, Brent. And
Oh God, sorry.
we look a little bit like local people. This is a local shop for local people. There's nothing for you here.
Oh God.
It's actually
You heard the man, Tubbs. Take off your dress.
so there you go.
That's
They're going to
scary.
build a new road, and it's going to be good. How frightening is that?
I think Eric's face says it all.
That's-
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's
Definitely.
so that's what happens if you're not careful around the internets. You get splice raped with.
That's
At
a
least,
thing.
at least they had clothes on. Ewan's blood used to get.
When I was putting together the pre-roll fan art thing, I deleted the photo of Spud as a camel being fucked up the arse by a jungle. So we used to get some pretty intense Photoshop.
Where is that guy now?
If you say his name, it's like Voldemort. He'll know.
Well, it's a good thing I can't remember, so I said this guy.
It's like putting on the One Ring. He can sense where you are.
There is no light in the void.
Sounds like he's probably going door to door, letting people know he's moved in,
Yeah.
forcibly by law.
handing out the letters with that as the letterhead.
Oh god.
It's watermarked.
Jesus.
It's a frightening thing. That brings us to the end. I hope you've enjoyed yourself, Brent.
I have. Thank you guys.
Thanks for being on.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Brent Copeland is the man.
On Brad's shirt.
Yep.
He's Brent Copeland on Twitter @BrentCopeland and YouTube.com/DeadWorkersParty. They do a show every single week. I don't know how the hell you manage to do 2 podcasts a week. But they do. One on Smite and
Whips.
one on Minecraft called The Shaft. And they're both great shows. I'm in one of them, so
Yes.
on that.
I've told
You helped make it great.
Yeah. when I can turn up to it. It's usually Spud texts me and says, "Mate, the shaft's on," and I'm like, "All right." Yep. So go check him out. Is there anything else you want to bid? We also play a shitload of games as well.
Yeah. Just go check out our channel. We just like entertaining.
Yeah.
We try.
Go check them out. We are on Twitter and things. extremebeyond, that's me. Bradadas, _Bradadas. Bruce is Bruce Uncut. We're all the same things on YouTube, so just Google it, mate. Google it. You can head to our website, 8bitspodcast.com, to become a Wicked sponsor and check out the old episodes with all the video and stuff like that. Speaking of Wicked sponsors, thank you so much, Vlash, for
Always.
and being just an epic moneybags and epic action. And also to MC J-Rock this week,
Thank you, MC J-Rock.
whose Ustream channel is now on the video, so you can go check it out. It's quite long. Check it out if you want to see something about ponies. It's like ponies is magic, or
Yeah, podcasting is magic.
podcasting is magic. It's all related to My Little Pony, I think. So that's strange.
Oh, wasn't there one more? No, I'm wrong.
Flash.
Flash. Facebook.com/8bitspodcast. Get on there, like that shit, and
Tell us what you want to see from us from PAX Australia.
yes, we are going to it, Brucey.
We are. Tickets have been purchased.
Either that or he's got a bag of Coke now. So
Don't see any white powder on my face anymore. do you?
you've been eating sprinkle donuts.
Yeah.
We're going to PAX Australia, and that's exciting. Did you say PAX East just a moment ago?
No, PAX Australia.
Good.
Yeah. PAX Australia.
PAX very far east.
Yeah.
Yeah. PAX
Yeah.
Ultimate East.
Sorry,
Oh, very, very.
I'll shut up now.
So yeah, if you're going to be there, we're going to be going on the Friday and the Sunday, and we're going to be doing a recording for our show potentially on the Saturday,
Yes.
maybe in our hotel room or maybe somewhere in Melbourne.
Yeah. I might take a laptop and see if we can stream from the hotel or some shit.
Yeah, so if you're going to be there on the Saturday or the Sunday,
Friday, something.
Friday or Sunday, try and find us.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you can try and wander around Melbourne on a Saturday and try and find us.
Yeah, I'll be drinking all over the place.
Oh yeah,
We all will be.
this will be a thing.
This will be a thing. Saturday. Welcome to Long Island iced teas all day. That'll be a good stream.
There won't be any problems.
It won't be. On the Facebook, also ask questions or just comment on things, and we'll do the SANDBAG the next time we do that. Anything else? Anyone else? Brent?
He's being Brad's shirt.
Did you say Brent? I didn't hear you. It was kind of cutting out. But hey, I do want to say thanks for having me on the show, guys. It's been a lot of fun, and can't wait to do it again. Like, I don't know why I'd have me on ever again, but if it ever happened,
It'll
I
probably
would
be
love to
months
do
from
it.
now, but because we only do it every 2 weeks, and even then it's a struggle. But
Slackers.
I'm back from the Philippines now. I'll be
yeah.
beating you with a stick.
I honestly
Nice.
don't know how you do one about Minecraft every week. Just a new week would come, I'd be like, oh, we do us every 2 weeks, and I'm like, oh god, again already? Fuck. What are we going to talk about?
We did discuss how doing it weekly and then realised that was not going to ever happen because we'd never be able to tie you down to do it weekly.
No. One day, if we get some sponsors. How do you get sponsors? Anyway. Thanks so much, Brent, and we will chat you all later.
Bye.
Bye.
After show shenanigans.
After show shenanigans.
After sure.